So the hardest part about creating is getting started. If you're not set up correctly, you're never going to grow your channel to the heights it deserves or build that community that you want to build. I'm going to help set you up for success, or maybe even completely change your mindset on content if you're a creator already. This video is brought to you in partnership with the Brand Safety Institute, but more on that later. Step number 1, I want you to determine why you're making content. This can help influence the type of content you make. Now, there's no judgment on your choices. Are you making content to connect with people? Are you making content to promote your business? Are you making content because you want to become rich and famous so the person you loved will love you back? Whatever your motivation is, write it down, because having a North Star is very important to your journey. For example, I'm making this channel to help creators on their journey. This is something I wish I had when I started making videos over 10 years ago. Step 2, now it's time to choose your niche, or as I like to call it, picking your lane. Do you like apparel? Your niche is fashion. Maybe you're a dog food company. Your niche is dogs. Do you like magic tricks? Your niche is magicians and magician lovers. Do you love immersive games? You get it. For this channel, my niche is helping content creators grow their influence. Your niche can even be broad, like Mr. Beast's niche when he first started was making videos so random that you have to come back to see what's next. Step number 3, it's time to focus on who your audience is and how narrow you want to target your content. Who are you going to be talking to? Who do you want to be watching your videos? This goes hand in hand with choosing your niche. Let's say you're a dog channel. You can talk to all dog lovers, or you can even go hyper specific and talk to people who own German Shepherds. You can get as specific as you want with who your audience is. Next, you're going to want to think how old your audience is. It will help shape the content and how you talk to the audience. Whatever you do, just don't write down, I want to appeal to everyone. There's a saying in marketing, if you market to everyone, you end up talking to no one. This is important because you're trying to build an audience with your platform, with your content, and you will want to make the people who you talk to in your videos feel like they're part of a community. My audience for this channel is you. Right? I'm talking to content creators, or maybe even brands who want to try making content. I decided to keep it broad as all content creators because my information is broad. However, I could have decided to go specific and start talking to people who are just starting out creating, or people who have been creating for years. I could have just talked to specifically YouTube creators, or maybe even TikTok creators, but I believe my advice applies for all platforms. So I just stuck with creators broadly. Who's your audience? Step number 4, it's time to determine your content buckets. What does that even mean? It's basically your video ideas, what kind of content you'll be making. Let's say you're a fashion channel. Are you going to make reaction videos? Are you going to share your fit of the day? Or maybe you're going to share your latest haul? Is your niche movies? Maybe you'll make movie reviews, or maybe you'll make video essays. You can choose as many different content types as you like for your niche. I honestly recommend trying all different kind of content types and then finding the one that feels most natural to you or gets the most popular response, and you can double down on that. For this channel, I only have one bucket, and that bucket is how-to educational videos, but in the future I might add interviews with creators or video essays. Step number 5, it's time for my favorite part of making content, is brainstorming your ideas. If you're creating YouTube videos, this should be time spent thinking about titles and thumbnails. If you create on Twitter, maybe you're thinking about Twitter threads. If you're thinking about Instagram, what reels or images are you going to post? You got to think about what content your audience would like to see, even if they don't know you. And that's why we picked an audience. You're going to be creating for lovers of the thing that you want to talk about. That way they bridge a little bit of a connection between you and them. Personally, I take about 30 minutes to an hour every day to come up with video ideas. That way I'll have a giant list of ideas that I can comb through and pick the best ones. Since I have some friends who are in the niche that I'm making this content for, some content creators, I'm going to go talk to my target audience and give them a video list of ideas and ask them to pick one that they would click on. Step 6, choose your platform. For now, I want you to pick one platform that you're going to create for. This way you can put all of your energy into growing one platform. Staying focused is important in the long run. After you get a foothold on your current platform, you can start to figure out how to break down your current content and distribute it across multiple platforms. And that doesn't mean just clipping your videos or content and putting them somewhere else. While you can do that, I recommend learning the other platforms, seeing what's performing well on there, and create in the style of that platform. Be authentic to it. Step 7, All right, easy stuff, start creating. You're ready to start, finally, all that work, and you're ready to go. Don't worry about starting off with high quality equipment. You can invest in that over time. You can start off with your phone or screen recordings or a webcam. It's fine, it's a good start. Most creators started like that. Go through your ideas, pick your best one, and start recording. Don't worry if it's not any good. My first video sucked, everyone's does, because it's a new thing. You're not expected to be great on your first day. Step number 8, go ahead and post it. Congratulations, give yourself a pat on the back for getting this far. Not many people do. They're just so afraid of what will happen, but you beat the odds and you made some content. You can now go promote it to your friends, family on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or you can wait for the algorithm to try to naturally serve it up to your audiences. And those are some steps to get you started on your content creation journey. But wait, I have some bonus steps. All right, bonus steps. Step 9, if you're nervous about posting your first piece of content, odds are not many people are going to see it anyways. Think of this as your first baby steps in content creation. Don't worry about negative comments or negative feedback. After all, some of those might be worth considering to make your content better. Just focus on making great stuff and followers and sales will follow. Step 10, analyze your data and adapt. After a few weeks, check your data out. What's the click-through rate like on YouTube? Are people watching your videos all the way through? Or is your video duration low? Are people engaging with your tweets or not? Asking yourself these questions can help in areas that you need to work on in your content creation process. If your view duration is low, you gotta start making better videos. If people aren't interacting, you gotta start providing more value. Step 11, the number one failure of all creators is quitting too soon. My channel took 10 years until I was making full-time income. No one is successful overnight. And if you want to build an engaged and loyal audience, you gotta remember content creation is a marathon, not a sprint. So keep at it and have fun.